Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and we've been taking our Maverick off-road here in the snow at Mounds ORV Park here in Flint, Michigan, or just outside of. And we've also been playing around with that. Check the link in the description, I'll throw in our winding road drive. But I've honestly been really impressed with how well the FX4 Mav has done out here. We aired the tires down to about 25 PSI, and other than that, this thing is totally stock. We even got in some pretty sketchy situations. You can see how much mud has caked up here. Go around to the other side, you'll see it even worse. I mean, we were really in some sinking, treacherous situations. You can see I'm sliding around here. It's so slick and icy. But even with 15,000 miles on them, these Pirelli Scorpion stock all-terrain tires have done us pretty darn well. If you want to see a little bit more on the truck going out here, check the link in the description as well. There's a Maverick Tremor somewhere around here being piloted by the Topher and Chris Brower. But I figured to take this opportunity to do a little bit of driving as we try to find them and show you how impressive the Mav really is, even in FX4 guise. For those of you unaware, we've owned this Maverick for just over a year, about 15,000 miles on it. This is a 2-liter all-wheel drive FX4 with the 4K tow package. No XLT luxury pack. You can see the nice cool green, or not green, orange interior. Tire pressures are quite low, as I said, intentionally. Let's switch right here. We've been driving around in mud and rut mode. Mud and ruts. And away we go. Before we actually depart, I'm going to bring up Topher's location. We're going to try to find them in the park here. All right. Looks like they're near the entrance. If we head this way, we should be good to go. These FX4 shocks aren't quite as plush as those in the Tremor, but honestly, I've been pretty darn impressed with them. Going over some pretty rough, icy, rocky terrain. Taking it with aplomb. Is that how you say that? Aplomb? Mud and ruts mode, holding gears pretty high, which if I have any complaint about this truck, it's just that there's no manual shifting ability. So fortunately, when you do put it in a little bit more of an aggressive all-wheel drive mode like this, one of the drive modes, it does hold gear for you, allow you to stay up in that power band a little bit more control. Ah, here comes the other Maverick now. Greetings.
Farewell.
Yeah.
Are you heading out?
I am.
All right.
Doing a little Mav shoot on the way out.
Cool.
This thing's kind of fun, right?
It's so fun.
You got to damp your expectations after getting out of that, but
well,
it's just a totally different thing.
You could buy like 4 of these.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, you'd have 16-wheel drive.
I know.
But yeah, the suspension's really impressive. You know, traction's not quite as good as that, but better than this. And
these Falcon Wild Peak tires make a big difference.
They do.
Don't say anymore. Go watch the Daily Motor video.
All right, away the Tremor goes. And away we go for one last little drive through the snow. I'm actually really fortunate we got the opportunity to do this because it hasn't snowed all that much in Michigan. I haven't had any real chances to flex this thing in any snowy conditions. The roads usually get cleared off, and I've always thought that this is probably pretty decently competent off-road. And yeah, put it this way, you're not going to be super satisfied as a hardcore off-roader. You don't have the undulation, you don't have the chassis rigidity and everything of a body-on-frame vehicle. But the Maverick is designed to be something that's accessible to someone who probably never finds themselves voluntarily out at an off-road park like this, but might go camping and might wake up in the morning or something and have snow or a very washed out, rutted, muddy sort of trail to get home. And to be able to switch drive modes here and have some confident ability in even this FX4 trim, I think is really cool from Ford's part. It's getting quite rutted out up here. Let's go all the way. Oh, no, we're just gonna have to make do with this, sliding around a bit. Yeah. Let's see if I slam on the brakes. Quite a lot of ABS, quite a lot of sliding. But another thing I appreciate about something like this is my wife Alyssa's main daily driver, and her job requires her to go out in all sorts of conditions. She had to go out in icy, snowy conditions the other day, and I can be confident that she can take this and go and do what she needs to do on public roads and be fairly confident in it and fairly safe. A little bit of extra ground clearance helps if she needs to go through some more dirt road situations, big potholes here in Michigan. You can hear everything bouncing around, going well. And this thing has been pretty solid. I mean, coming up near 16,000 miles here, a few winters, and it's really holding up nicely. So I've been happy in that regard as well. You can see some bigger humps here and short enough wheelbase and enough ground clearance to really be handling it well, not scraping or bottoming out. I have bottomed out a few times today. It hasn't been bad. Let's head this way, see what we can find. It's another nice thing about off-roading the Maverick is it's so small that you can sneak down little paths like this. I went this way in the Raptor, as you can see from the tracks in front, and was scraping it all up. You don't got to worry about that in this little guy. So icy, fresh, unbroken snow here. The Maverick getting up these hilly parts with ease, really. I mean, look at this. Quick switch up direction. No problem. Oh, there's a little scrape. So I'm having fun. That's the cool thing, is you can actually go out and have fun with this truck. It will survive if you need to get to a place, but you can also go out and intentionally have a little bit of fun with it. These FX4 shocks handle this really rough stuff pretty well. I am impressed. All right, one more little section, right? That's what they always say, and that's right when we get stuck. Saying just one more. Hear that all-wheel drive working hard. The only complaint I do have, aside from the not being able to shift your own gear, so there's that one, but then also the fact that there is no way to defeat stability control, so you cannot rev this thing out. It's always going to be inhibited by traction control. You can get it to slip around a little bit with traction control off, but without a full stability control or advanced track defeat, as you'd say with a Ford, it's certainly inhibited. You can't really throw it around and hoon in a slippery, slidey sort of way. And I get that for the intended buyer of the Maverick, but why not? I mean, why not give you the ability to fully defeat it? Why? It's simply a computer adjustment. It's not like they'd have to add anything. Cool. Let's hop out and do one more little look-see at it. I think we're on a pretty slippery spot right here. Oh yeah. Woo! Sweet. Well, thank you all so much for watching, tuning into this quick clip of the Mav FX4 in the snow off-road. I'm really happy with it. I mean, this is all I could expect from a little vehicle like this, a mild off-road package. Obviously, there's the Tremor to really do some more advanced off-roading, lock the diffs and everything, but I think most casual users will be pretty satisfied with this. So thanks for watching. If you want to see more on the Mav, check the link in the description. We're going to be doing a second ownership update here in the next few months, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.